I used to believe that some people break things accidentally, that sometimes life shakes too hard, mistakes happen, and love bends but doesn't snap. I held on to that belief for years, long after I should have let it go. Long after he gave me every reason to stop believing in him. But when you love someone, you don't measure damage logically. You measure it emotionally. You forgive what shouldn't be forgiven. You convince yourself that broken things can be repaired if both people try. And the saddest part of my story is this. I was the only one trying. His name is Ethan. We met when I was 24, still glowing from hope and too naive to see red flags wrapped as romantic gestures. He had this smile that made you feel chosen, even in a crowded room. His attention felt like sunlight, warm, bright, addictive. He used to say, "If anything ever breaks between us, I'll fix it." And I believed him. But Ethan wasn't a repairman. He was the one breaking everything. Hashtag the first break. It started small. It always does. A forgotten promise. A canceled plan. A cold tone. A slow withdrawal. When you love someone, you don't call these things breaks. You call them stress, busy days, misunderstandings. You use softer words because harsh ones feel too threatening. That year, I had been offered a chance to apply for a senior position at work, a role I had dreamed of. I told Ethan excitedly. He shrugged. "You should go for it, I guess." "You guess?" I asked. He waved his hand. "I mean, if you want more stress, sure." It hurt, but I brushed it off. He was having a bad day, I told myself. 2 weeks later, I overheard him telling his friend, "If she gets that job, she'll barely be home. Honestly, I hope she doesn't." That was the first break. A small crack in something I thought was solid. But he promised he'd be more supportive. He said he didn't mean it. That he was scared of losing quality time with me. He cupped my face with both hands, staring straight into my eyes with that smile I used to melt for. "I'll fix it," he whispered. And I let him. Hashtag the second break. A year into our relationship, I discovered he was texting his ex innocent messages at first, old memories, jokes, casual conversations. Then it shifted into something more. Asterisk, "I miss how easy things were with you. You understood me better. I shouldn't have let you go." Asterisk. My heart cracked before he even saw the screenshots. When I confronted him, he denied everything at first. Then he changed tactics. "It was just a moment of weakness," he insisted. "You're the woman I want. You know that." "Then why say those things to her?" He ran his hands through his hair in frustration. "Because you've been so caught up in your career, and I felt left behind." There it was again, his ability to break something and then blame me for the damage. But he cried that day. Actual tears. He begged. He apologized. He held me so tightly my ribs ached. "I'll fix it," he repeated. "Just don't leave." And I stayed because I wanted to believe that people could fix what they broke. Looking back, that was my mistake. Hashtag the third break. We moved in together the next year. I thought living together would pull us closer, help us understand each other better. Instead, it revealed every mismatch, every insecurity, every selfish part of him. He had a temper, not the violent kind, but the exhausting kind. He raised his voice over small things. A misplaced key. A late dinner. A bill he forgot to pay but blamed me for not reminding him. One night, he snapped at me so hard that I cried in the kitchen while washing dishes. He found me later, wiping my tears. He hugged me, kissed my forehead, whispered the same words I had become numb to. "I'm sorry. I'll fix it." But nothing changed. Because apologies are meaningless without action. Hashtag the biggest break of all. The night that broke everything beyond repair came 3 years into our relationship. I was coming home early from a work trip. Ethan thought I wouldn't be back until morning. I wanted to surprise him. Instead, I was the one surprised. I heard voices, his and a woman's laughter. My stomach dropped instantly. A sixth sense filled my chest before I even opened the door to our bedroom. When I pushed the door open, I wish I could say I screamed, or cried, or cursed. But I didn't. I just froze. He scrambled to cover himself. The woman bolted up, eyes wide, clutching the sheet. "Oh my God," she gasped. But I didn't look at her. I only looked at him. Because that moment wasn't about the other woman. It was about every time he said, "I'll fix it." And every time I believed him. His face went pale. "Baby, listen." I put my hand up. "Don't." He kept talking. "It didn't mean anything. You don't understand. It was a mistake." "Mistakes," I corrected. "Plural." He rushed toward me, reaching out, but I stepped back. He had broken something so deeply that there was no fixing left to do. And yet, he still said it. "I'll fix it. I swear. Just give me a chance." But the words didn't move me anymore. They slid off me like water on a stone. Because nothing was left to absorb them. Hashtag the aftermath. I packed my bag that night. Only essentials. I left the rest behind. The gifts, the pictures, the memories he didn't deserve to keep. He begged me to stay. Followed me to the door. Fell to his knees. His tears fell on my shoes as he clung to me. "I know I ruined everything," he cried. "But I'll fix it. I'll be better. Please don't leave me like this." For the first time in years, I saw the truth clearly. He didn't want to fix us. He wanted to fix his comfort. He wanted to fix the life where I made everything easy for him. He wanted to fix the version of me that forgave too quickly. But he never wanted to fix himself. So I walked away. And he kept shouting the same promise behind me. "I can fix this. Please." But the door closed. And I didn't open it again. Hashtag the healing. Healing wasn't immediate. People lie when they say leaving someone toxic feels like freedom. It feels like withdrawal. Like your chest is learning to breathe without a weight you got used to carrying. I missed him at first, his laugh, his arms around me, his silly jokes, even his flawed ways. Because heartbreak isn't about missing the person. It's about missing the version you believed they could be. But then, healing started showing up in small ways. The first morning I woke up without checking my phone nervously. The first night I slept peacefully. The first time I laughed without feeling guilty. The first time I made a decision without considering how he'd react. Piece by piece, I came back to myself. I realized I didn't need someone who promised to fix things after breaking them. I needed someone who didn't break them in the first place. Hashtag the final truth. Months later, Ethan emailed me. A long apology. Pages of reflection. Lines about missing me. Promises recycled from years of disappointment. "You were the best thing in my life," he wrote. "I'm a changed man now. I finally fixed myself." Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't. But that wasn't my responsibility anymore. Sometimes the lesson of a relationship isn't about staying and repairing. Sometimes it's about learning that not every break deserves to be fixed. And that some people break things not because they're clumsy, but because they don't value what they're holding. He once said he'd fix anything he broke. But the truth is simple. He should never have broken it at all. And I should never have waited that long to walk away.